life is unpredictable. Like everyone knows, right? But life is like very, very unpredictable. That's like this hit me like very gently, but I thought maybe I should talk about it, or I want to talk about it. So yeah, life is totally unpredictable. So like I was like constantly, like a lot of the times, like I like look back on my life, not like seriously, like sometimes just one, like I spend so much time in my mind, and sometimes just like think about the experiences that I had in my past. uh and then like I was doing that as well when I was taking shower. And then like life is very unpredictable, like, right? Like so many like unexpected, like both positive and negative things have happened to me, had happened, or have happened to me, like totally unexpected. Like could be the very like happy turn of event, but also it could be like very negative, painful, uh sad experience also. Like everyone has that, right? But it is very unpredictable. uh where I am right now, who I am, who I became right now, like where I am right now, even the lifestyle I have, my lifestyle right now is totally unexpected, and the way I am living my life is like very unexpected. Like it is very different from what I used to think and assume I would be around this time. Like at this time, like 2 or 3 years later, I will be like doing this and like doing that and living like this, and where like living in like here or there, I don't know. But now that I think about it, like there, like everything is very unexpected. So like life is unpredictable. The reason why I want to talk about this because mainly because like we have uh negative scenarios in our heads that our brains are like making up, or at least I have a lot, and I sometimes have hard times beating it, like like having hard time like dealing with it, and it consumes me. It almost feels like it is eating me alive. Sometimes, not most of the time, but that still happens to me. So because I am very used to like anticipating, expect things to go wrong or go south, and then like so many negative things are going to happen, because that's what that's how I that's my perspectives on life that I had before, until the point until I reached the point where I realized that it is not working for me, and maybe it's time for me to change it. So since I was living like that for the entire time, like for like 20 something years, so like it's still like that habit, like negative beliefs, like thinking negatively, like that is like one of my habits, one of my like bad habits that I want to like let go of, like, say goodbye to. But some part of me is some parts of me are still kind of like holding on to it deep down. I don't know, but it still happens. So, but life is unpredictable. Like, it could sound like positive to someone, but at the same time it could sound very negative to someone. Like, the version of myself that I was before, like very negative person, then if I hear someone talking about like life is unpredictable, then I would assume that, like, yeah, it is true, because so many like unpredictable, like unexpected negative things could happen to me, and like, perceive it as like negative thing. But at the same time, but now that I know, like, it is not, like, it doesn't work for me, like that, like negative perception or perspective on life. So now I have like more positive, I guess I could say, like perspectives on life. So when I say like life is unpredictable, then now I think like, yeah, so many like miraculous miracles could happen in life, and I personally believe that this life is a series of miraculous moments. So like every single day there's like miraculous things are happening for us, but we are too busy to realize that, or we're overlooking them, it, or maybe your perspectives on life are like very negative and dark. It's not, nothing's wrong with that. Like, it is happening for a reason. So, and people can choose how you live your life, like, but what was I even talking about? uh when you have like that, oh my gosh, I totally forgot what I was talking about. Like this happens to me a lot, and I'm kind of scared sometimes, like, please. But never mind. So I was talking about like, if you have like positive perspective on life, then like so many miraculous, then this life is the series of miraculous moments. Yeah, and I said that. Okay, so what? Yeah, I believe so. So, and that is why I want to say like life is unpredictable, because like, like I said, we make up like negative scenarios in our heads, in our brains, and like, assume that that is the only scenario possible, like that is the only scenario you can go through next, like, but life is totally unpredictable. So uh that is not the always that is not always the case. um to me, most of the time it's not true. Like, the negative scenarios I make up in my brain never happened to me before. So like 10 out of 10 times uh false. But I still get consumed by these like negative thoughts, negative scenarios in my head. So, but life is totally unpredictable. So, like, you can't even predict, you can't even expect, you can't even anticipate like what's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen in advance till it actually happens. Like, does that make sense? So, like, what is the point? Like, I know like our brains are kind of like designed to like, and design we're good at, like, our heads are big. Like, brain is like constantly thinking about something and expecting something. So, like, I get that, and like we can't help it. But at the same time, like, uh life is unpredictable. So, like, I want to say two things. Like, first of all, like, since like if you get consumed by like negative scenarios that you make up in your brain, then like if you get negative over it, then like you can, since life is unpredictable, then why don't you, so like you can do the opposite, right? Like, life is unpredictable, and like if you can think of like negative scenarios and you can get consumed by that, then like you can do the opposite. I know it's like way easier said than done, but like, there's so many miracles could happen in your life. I know, like, it's uh how can I say, it sounds kind of not dumb to some people, could sound dumb to some people, because like, life is miraculous. Miracles could happen to you, like, if you can believe that, like, some people might say like I am crazy, but I am, and I'm crazy and I like it. So yeah, but that is also true, like, right? Like you can do the opposite of negative thinking, like positive thinking. So, like, so many miraculous things could happen to you tomorrow, today, 2 hours later, 1 hour later, or even now is happening, maybe, could be. You don't know. I don't know. Who knows? No one. So, uh, and like, second of all, um, also, like, since life is unpredictable, then, like, all I want to say is just go with the flow. I know it's very cliche. I know. But I truly, like, everything is flowing, and so is life, and so is energies. So, and, but, like, we are kind of good at, like, stopping the flow of everything, because we like to hold on to something. So, and that could stop the flow of something. For example, not for example, but in this case, like, life is lifing always, like, things happen, and but life is unpredictable. So uh just go with the flow, and like, um I've been talking about this so many times, but life is all about misinterpretation. So even the things you think like something unexpected, like a negative turn of event in your uh did that make sense? uh if you think some turn of events that happened to you and you consider them as negative, but that is like misinterpretation, because like everything is like double-sided coin. So there's like good side and bad side and positive side and negative side to literally everything. I truly believe so. So, like, from one angle, like if you look at that from like one angle, then that could turn out to be a negative thing. But also, if you look at it from different angles, then it could also be like positive turn of event. So like it's literally is how you interpret things and how you perceive things. like, it is important, like what you choose to see, what you choose to focus on, because there's always like there's always double sides to literally anything, like pros and cons, good and bad, and positive and negative, like, so many ways to perceive things. So yeah, so uh life is unpredictable. I know this could sound like, I'm so being delusional. uh Maybe I'm still being delusional, but like, what's wrong with that? Uh yeah, so like, if that, even the things you are like suffering from or struggling right now could, like, do completely 180 overnight. I know, how can I say, like, everything is possible. Everything is possible. uh like, this world is unlimited. Like, you are limitless until, if you uh what I was gonna say, you are limitless if you don't put yourself limitations. Did that make sense? Like, if you limit your possibilities and your abilities and your uh capability, like so many like these stuff, then, like, you're gonna play like finite game of life. But if you don't put limitations to yourself, like, does that make sense? Like, if you don't limit yourself, like your possibilities, your opportunities, your abilities you have, then, like, you can play infinite, like unlimited, expansive game of life. Yeah. So, and life is unpredictable, so literally anything could happen, and life is unpredictable. So no need to get consumed by your negative scenarios you make up in your brain, and let it consume you, let it get you, let it eat you alive. Let it, like, no need to, like, let it control you, because it is just one of countless, unlimited possibilities available on this planet, in this reality, and you're just like getting consumed by just one, just one from, like, there's like countless possibilities are there, and but you picked up one negative possibility, and you are getting consumed by that. I know we do it habitually, so I get that feelings, and I still do, and I'm working on it. So, but life is unpredictable, so don't let it, like, get you. No, that is not the only scenario you can go through. Like, there's like limitless, like, literally the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. Was that the saying? Like, something like that, that, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it I wanted to talk about. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you are watching till this moment, oh my gosh, I cannot appreciate you enough. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you, and I love you so much. Thank you so much. So, and I genuinely, truly, from the bottom of my heart, I hope you have a wonderful, mystical, awesome, great, wonderful, magical awesome. I said morning, night, bedtime, lunchtime, weekend, weekdays, whenever you're watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Talk to you soon. Thank you so much.